Hi friends, I want to thank all of you. All this time you follow me with my progress with the GG. I want to say that GG is a really simple device. It's very simple to be made if you have the tools, of course. But it was very difficult to catch the idea of simplicity. Because it's very difficult to make a simple thing friendly user, repairable, and immortal. I think that GG is like a car. It's like a German old car. Like this, who German said that that it could go to the moon and return without any damages. But a service is needed. So we will see the GG closer to see how it is and how you can take care of it, so to keep in the best condition you can and to work like new, like the day you bought it. Okay. Well, first of all, we will see the two caps. Put the battery out, and the front is the button cap for me. For other people, is the back cap. Anyway, and the other is the back cap. Front and back. Front to the button and back to the atomizer. As you see, we have two little and very simple caps. They are really very simple. They are not complicated at all. The first cap has nothing on it, and the second one has only one moving part and nothing else. The moving part is this little thing. It's moving, yes, but you can't put it out without tools, of course. The main body has only the button on it. As you see, the button is in the air. I mean that it touches only the upper side of GG. Some of you have only the button. Other of you have a little axis in the middle of the button. This is the little axis. This little axis, which is vertical to the button's corn. This axis has become one body with the button, so we don't pay attention to axis, but to the whole button. All GG are made by fat metals. That means it can't get broke in any possible way. It has no pushed things that can get out of its places, no wires to get cut or burnt, no epoxy, no glue at any parts that can be unstuck. That means that not only it can't get broke, that means that you can't broke it even if you want to. So what's left? Why some GGs are not working? It's only because the GG needs cleaning. The parts which needs cleaning are the parts who touches one another. Let's see the touches. The touches are only to the button's base, I mean this button's base, this moving part you see, and to the back cap, to this little part that the battery touches on it. The older models have a spring to the back cap. You the owners of GG, you know what I mean. Here, there was a spring. There is a spring. That means that the spring mustn't touch the main body, because the spring must touch only the battery. We put the batteries, and the spring, which is there, must touch only the battery. Now we don't have a spring. That means that this bolt touches without any problems the battery. But if you, for those of you who have a spring, you must put it in a straight way. In a straight way, I mean like this, because if you put it this way or this, maybe the spring will touch the inside body of GG. So maybe a short circuit may happen. The GG will not work if we focus to the first situation, that the spring doesn't touch the battery. If the spring doesn't touch the battery, that means that G will not work. But it maybe can touch the battery, but touches together with the main body. We must avoid to touch the spring, the main body. In the new models, we have no such a problem because there is no spring. But for you who have a spring, must take care of this thing. You must put the back cap in a straight way to the main body of GG. The button must not touch in any way to the case. The button must touch the case only when we push it. So that means that the button's head must be insulant with the case, except, as I said, we push it. So the connection we need is established when we push it only. So look, if the button's head touches the case, you can see that there are five GGs, I don't know the word in English, I don't remember, five models. To the model which has this my insulant, which is white, there are no problems. But there are some GGs that have a black insulant under the button's head. That means that this insulant may broke, and the main body of button touches the main body of GG. That means that we will have a short circuit. That was the reason that I made my own insulant in my milling machine. Let's see the button's base where it touches the case, so the current flows to the atomizer. This touch is very important and must be cleaned, so the current can flow easily. If it gets dirty, or an arc, as we say in Greece, happens from the many buttons pushes, then we must clean it with a sandpaper. The technique is this. Just wait a minute. I must bring a scissor. Wait a minute.